Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is a review or first look of this super spike. Now, I've not seen this spike for sale anywhere. I don't see it online anywhere. I've only seen Nike athletes have it. One of my best friends, Cole Walsh, is a professional pole vaulter. He competed in Doha. He runs for Nike, and they sent him this shoe. Now, he's a little bit bigger shoe size than me, so this was a little bit too large for me to actually compete in, but this is my thoughts on the spike.
Yeah, you can try them on if you want. These are 12.5s.
Because I've been considering getting the distance ones.
No, those are actually long jumps.
So in a couple of the videos you can see I tried to film where I would actually take off or like leave the ground, and the amount of feedback that you feel is incredible. You feel legitimately bouncy in these spikes. I don't know if it's necessarily the spike plate or if it is actually that air bubble that kind of runs along the spike. Legitimately, you feel bouncy. Now, everyone that's asked me about them, because I posted on my Instagram, I say that they're worth 20 centimeters in the long jump. Now, these are the long jump elites. I would assume that they might try and make a triple jump version. I know they have the triple jump elite 2, which doesn't have the air bubble. It just has the spike or the carbon fiber plate that goes through it. But this spike is insane. Legitimately, it is a competitive advantage. If you don't have this shoe long jumping, I would feel like you were setting yourself back. I think that it would legitimately make a difference in your approach. I would say you'd probably have to move back 2 feet, almost like running on like an elevated runway where you're gonna have weird feedback. It's gonna be, your stride's gonna be long, you're gonna be moving. This spike to me felt incredible. It is very narrow, which is interesting and more similar to a typical long jump spike rather than triple jump spike. Triple jump spike's gonna have a little bit wider plate, so you have that surface area when you're moving through those phases. The long jump spike's gonna be more catered to like a sprint spike. But this spike's upper is unbelievably soft and very, very comfortable. And that was my main gripe with the long jump spike of the past, the older Nike long jump spikes. The upper with that strap always felt very rigid, never super comfortable for me. That's why I always long jump in the triple jump spikes. And I still pole vault in the triple jump spikes. And I still think that those are the most comfortable spike I've ever worn until I wore these, and these are now the most comfortable spike and most easily like easy on your body spike I've ever worn. Like no warm up, I just jogged in them. They didn't hurt my knee at all at takeoff, which is insane. You can see when I actually leave the ground that my toe never actually rolls forward and then I leave the ground. They're so poppy that I felt like I was leaving the ground basically from my midfoot. So you don't actually ever have to roll to the front. You actually compress it and it springs off, which I don't know, like I said, is either part of the bubble or if it's part of that spike plate itself. Running in these shoes, like I said, I think you'd have to move back considerable, and I know that they are releasing the sprint spike version of the super spike. I have the distance spike pulled up behind me because I'm currently trying to find an 11.5 somewhere or an 11 to purchase for myself so that I can run in them. But these spikes are not yet for sale. I would say that the sprint spike is going to be similar to these, and if it is, I think that we'll see some unbelievably fast times. I think that these legitimately add 20 centimeters to any jump. And I came from a basketball background, so I should clarify that. I came from a basketball background where I preferred a little cushion underneath my feet for me to jump my best. Now, these have a little cushion underneath your foot for you to jump your best. And naturally, humans pronate or land on the outside and roll in on their steps or their takeoff or whatever you want to call it. And these shoes, because they're so squishy, when you pronate like that and you roll in, the outside is going to compress and it doesn't feel like your foot's actually rolling. It feels like your foot is landing flat and you're taking off naturally. And I don't know if that's something that Nike had thought of or if they were just happenstance it worked out, but these shoes are very, very impressive. I don't have them. I have all of my Nike friends trying to find me a pair because they are that good, and I legitimately think I can jump 8 meters in these spikes. This is the future of track. I'll say it like my friend Hope Bender, who you've seen on the channel, we went surfing together, said it with the distance spikes. She has distance spikes, and she said, whether they give you a competitive advantage or not, if somebody else is using them, why shouldn't you use them too? So say they make it even playing field and they don't give you a crazy competitive advantage, but they do make it easier on your body, why would you not use them? I asked Hassan Mead, who is a 1500 Olympian, about his spikes and what he uses, and right now he's wearing the Dragonfly. I asked him if those were legit, if they were a spike that he would wear for a shorter distance. He said no, they would be more like a 5K, 10K shoe, but he doesn't know if it has a competitive advantage, doesn't know that it improves his times. He knows that it's easier on his body. So he said that it was easier for him to come back after hard days on the track training the next day. So for us, it doesn't necessarily apply because we run a 1500 at the end of the race, but for those of you that are going to be running rounds and stuff, the shoes might be more beneficial. Decathlon is a battle of attrition. We all know that. And if you can save your body and compete better and just look cooler because the spikes look awesome, why not do it? And these aren't illegal. The triple jump spikes, I've heard through Cole Walsh that they were illegal or they weren't allowed to be competed in because of the height of the shoe. These didn't feel super tall, like I would assume the Zoom, Superfly, Flyknit, Air distance spikes are. Those seem very, very tall. These though were pretty low profile and very comfortable. Yeah, that's pretty much my first take in my review. I know I only got to wear them for about 10 minutes, just jogging around, kind of first look basically. If I get my hands on a pair, I guarantee a personal best in the long jump, and I guarantee that my knee won't blow up. But these spikes are amazing. If you're interested in potentially seeing me wear these or wear these and give you a review, like an in-depth review, more so than what I actually can already, wearing them in competition and such, please subscribe to the channel, follow, like, do whatever you can to continue to support it. This was just a first look at a spike that Nike hasn't released yet, and that because I am lucky and my friends are really, really cool and really, really good at the sport of track and field, I got to experience earlier than others. The only people I have seen post about them or use them are Cole Walsh, Erica Bogard, and Kevin Mayer. Kevin, obviously world record holder in my event. Erica Bogard, phenomenal heptathlete, training in Chula Vista. And then Cole Walsh, one of the best Nike pole vaulters in the world currently. So obviously he's going to be getting some crazy spikes, and these were crazy spikes. So if you enjoyed the content, thank you to Cole for allowing me to use these. This is an amazing spike. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Oh wait, remember, be nice to people, don't hurt yourself, don't hurt others, slow down, don't dance so fast. Now we can end it. Okay, bye.